Welcome to the start of our island hopper Scottish adventure inside my campervan. I'm showing you this clip inside your campervan because today is my first night I've just spent up in Scotland. And I woke up to the Scottish warm summer welcome. Midges. They're swarming everywhere. And I'm sunburnt, if you didn't know. So we've got the after sun and we've got the smidge. I don't know if this works. Everyone says it does, everyone says it doesn't. So I don't know. But we've got it. I've never tried it. Why not? Let's go to our first little adventure today. Today's plan is a simple plan. An explorer's kind of plan. We are up on the Duke's Pass around the Trossachs at the moment. And we've got to be in Mallaig, which is the other side of Fort William, right over on the coast, ready to catch a ferry, the first ferry to the Isle of Skye. Very, very quiet here last night. But the first point of call, we're going up to Ben Ann. It's a hill that I've always wanted to climb, and I figured, do you know what, this is a great stopover on the way to Mallaig. From here, we pass through, I think we're passing through Glen Coe, Fort William, because I want to stock up on a few bits around Fort William, then head past the Glenveagh Viaduct up towards Mallaig. Beach park up, so I want to get there fairly early at a decent time. There's the welcomes. Please stay the night. There's a midgie inside the van. Ah, not anymore. I'm a ninja. We are gonna get just pure views on views for this whole adventure. Just pure views on views. This is the Duke's Pass. It's quite a gnarly sort of path. Coming up here last night, switchbacks everywhere and everything, but it's a nice wide enough road. It's just you start at the corner and all of a sudden it just whips round. This is why you come to Scotland. Not the midgies, not the weather, but the views. Just round this corner in the distance, that random little stump of mountain that just sticks out above absolutely all of them. I'll get round this corner and you'll see it again. Just there, that's where we're going. And it just sits there, towering above absolutely everything. There's a Highlands Coe. I promise you, I'm not going to complain fully about the midgies the whole video. We'll see how that goes first though. That stings on sunburn. I'm a mong, I need to go pay for parking. A fiver for the day. You can't complain at that, can you? I want to go and have a look at the lock down there, and then we come back up here, up the mountain. But I need a bit of breakfast first. I've still got to keep in mind that rain is likely soon. It's a bit chilly up here actually. The rain's likely soon, so I want to get up there and get back down before I get soaked. There's the lock, just down there. The path's boggy as anything, so I'm not walking down there, but there's the lock. Breakfast time. I'm a child, why not? I got myself a smaller backpack for this hike with a new water bladder because mine was absolutely minging. So I just moved everything from my old backpack to my new backpack, and I think it's time we start going up the hill. It's going to be interesting to see how I react on this hike, because I've been out of the hiking sort of scene for quite a while. And it already starts off a really steep path. Apart from that path can do one, but look at that. Ah, cute little bridge. We might be able to see that little river that I've been hearing gushing everywhere. See, look at that. Oh, the little one down there, all the way up there, but can you hear how loud it is, but how little amount of water there is? That is solely because there is no noise pollution here. This is absolutely, I've just seen in the reflection of the camera, that's the path I've got to go up. This is absolutely amazing. Ooh, that is a bit gnarly. Cloud cover's starting to come in, the wind's picking up too. Oh, that does look a bit gnarly. Into the forest. Can you think of anything better? Rain. And this isn't even the summit. Up there is, it's not that far, it's just a few more steps. But that viewpoint, let's go and finish this hike and get up to the summit point up there, shall we? We can get back down, count how many midgie bites I've got, and start making our way through to Mallaig. See, I said it right that time. Me smart. I do find my marbles. Oh wow. I've got to this little point just here. Oh my god, look at, wait till you see the other side. Look at that. That's a tick off. Right, let's head back down to the van. And I made the amateur mistake of not going up a mountain with a full charger on my battery. My phone died halfway down. Luckily, Benan, it's a straight path up and down. You don't really need a map reading. Anyway, we're going to make a beeline towards Fort William now. This is going to be a mind-blowing scenic road trip. We're going to stop off a few times on the way. We're going to drive all through Glen Coe. If you've ever wondered what that looks like, stay tuned. And then Fort William is where we're going to stock up on some essentials we need for the van. But this, I'm not going to complain about. Whoosh. Loch Venator. How cool is that? I'm guessing the water's normally higher than what it is, but it's still pretty. It's mad to think that we're not even in the Highlands yet. But on this drive, we will be passing into the Highlands. And that's where the whole world seems so tiny compared to it. I'm driving through this little village here, and it's called Kilmahog. I don't want to kill my hog. I've literally not even done 10 miles and I saw a sign saying parking for Lenny Fools. So I was like, quick, straight in. There you go, there's the sign, Lenny Wood Car Park. And there's the actual parking sign. I haven't got a clue where I'm going. But on the map, it said, oh, run across the road. On the map, it said 15-minute walk. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. I had a quick look. I assume this might be the path. Something tells me I should have wore proper boots. But there's a gate there. What's happening here? I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but that's the whole point of exploring. I'm not getting through that padlock, am I? I'll keep going for a mooch and just have a look. It was like a review thing that said 15-minute walk. And I was like, I got 15 minutes I can kill, why not? I was about to walk into that. Oh, we've come back here and I can hear water raging. It looks a bit choppy down there. Let's go and have a look. Oh, wow, look at the power down there, but it looks proper white up there. Oh, wow. Like, I'm a bit sketched out because, yeah, the path's a bit gnarly and a bit gone. But just over here, oh, can I step on that? Oh, 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 are you ready? Are you ready? Wow. The Falls of Lenny, look at that! I'll tell you what, before we go for a drive, I'm going to modify the van because there's a annoying rattle from that, and this is going to fix it. I picked it up from the festival from a guy called the Cuppa Guy, and it's anti-rattle discs. It's 2 discs that basically go in the bottom of the cup holders to stop that, basically. There you go. The Cuppa Guy. I'll leave his link in the website in the description down below, but if you wanted to check it out anyway, it's at t5cuppa.co.uk, and they basically just, they're a perfect fit, and then the next one, just straight in, perfect! I've just checked the map, we're still 2 hours away from Fort William, and where tonight's park up is, it's probably about another hour and a half past that as well. Right, I need to get some mileage done, we need to get there, get some food, get sorted, and get down there, but that's the plan, it never plans out like that, we always end up stopping. Closing in on the Highlands, and lo and behold, I'm stuck behind one of the trucks from the company that I work for. Typical. I'm not really stuck behind him, to be fair, he's given it some. He's a lot braver than me driving down this road. I've had a notification from Calmac ferries, due to adverse weather forecasts, cancellations and disruptions are liable. And I was like, bollocks. Next one, straight away, weather forecast, storm gusts up to 70 mile an hour at Glasgow, and I'm in the Highlands, and we've got a fair few days of this as well, so we'll see how it goes. Let's just say that we can come up with a backup plan because there's millions of things to do as a road trip in Scotland. Let's face it, if the weather is horrendous, bucketing it down, we do more of a road trip rather than a sightseeing tour. Do you know what I mean? Go and drive around things. Hell, I've done the North Coast 500 in 5 days just as a road trip in that simple matter. So we could do something similar to the Northwest Coast or something. I don't know. We'll take it as it comes, shall we say. And no matter what you drive through here, everyone, no matter how hard your life is, you do nothing but smile. Welcome to what's commonly known as Glen Coe, but Glen Coe is the actual village at the very end of this. But look how beautiful that is. If you've ever heard of the King's House Hotel, go in there and watch the deer, and you see loads of TikTok videos where people are feeding them and stuff. Top tip, they've got ANPR cameras on the way into that car park now, and it's like a £100 fine or something like that to be able to go in and get out. You can go in, buy some food and stuff like that, and I think you can get away with it that way. Or it's for guests only, where if you stayed in the hotel, you can stay there. But just keep in mind, if you're coming down here, that's changed a bit now. If you've ever done this road, you'll know the feeling. But if you've ever done this road and done the Mallaig Bar, the Applecross Pass, which one would you say is best? I prefer this road. You don't really need to concentrate too much. The only thing you really got to look out for is deer. But you're just gawking around all the time. Mallaig Bar takes a good driver to do without damaging the vehicle anyway. And it's not the meeting of the three waters. You've got 3 different waterfalls off this lay-by here you can look at, park up, have a photo and stuff like that. It's quite cool. Go water dipping. It's what's around these corners. You can see the waterfalls running around over there, but what's around these dramatic corners, yeah, you can see it's got loads of colourful writing on it, and it's a bit burnt out, that building. That building's now completely burnt out. I'm pretty sure Jim will not fix that. Jimmy Savile's house keeps getting burnt down and everything like that. You'd think they'd just flatten it and rebuild over it and stuff like that. But apparently they've been trying for years to get the planning permission to be able to get rid of that legacy from here and rebuild something else. Planning permission's never been accepted. However, recently there is rumour that something has been accepted. We don't know what, we don't know how, we don't know when. But something has been accepted there. Oh my god, they've changed the Three Sisters car park. That's all modernised now, and it's extremely busy, as it always is. You could literally spend, I kid you not, a week just exploring this area here. There is so much to see, so much to do, but not for me today. I'm passing straight through, straight down to Fort William. We're not a million miles away from there now. Check that out, my miles per gallon doing wow good. 34.3 miles per gallon average over the last 70 mile and 2 hours. That's the joy of being stuck behind a truck. Let's take the bridge over Loch Lahinny. This will take us through towards Fort William, but stunning views in both directions. It's a good thing I'm doing good miles per gallon, because I could really do with some fuel as well. And just before Fort William, again, Loch Lahinny just there. There's a cracking little boat trip you can take from there that goes to a little island that's full of seals. Definitely worth a visit if you come down to Fort William. That's the shopping done in Fort William. Time to go for fuel. But I'm trying my hardest to avoid that place. Straight over the roundabout, just on the right, you've got Morrison's fuel station. That'll do. I have a feeling this one's going to be expensive. Yep, tell you one thing, I wasn't wrong. Ben Nevis up in the clouds up there, loving life as always. Let's go and park up somewhere and have a little bit of lunch and discuss something that someone's just told me. That big lump up there, it's the first time I've been round here and it's not been in the clouds, but that big lump up there, that's Ben Nevis. The path's quite gnarly because it sort of goes up there, round the back of that mountain, and then zigzags up and then across. It's mental, I've done that before. There's something here I want to show you that if you've been on this channel before, you would have seen it 1,000,001 times. So I'm going to go down and have a look at it, then come back, put my shopping away, get everything sorted, have some lunch, and figure out what to do next, because it's a biggie. So to do with the wind that's coming in, which you're probably going to hear in a minute, the man in the petrol station said wouldn't even bother going over the islands this week. They're going to be shut off. And I was like, ah, no. And he's a local, he's experienced, he does it all the time. And it sort of put me on edge. I'm getting notifications through my phone to say there's liable to be disruptions or cancellations. And all the electronic signs are saying liable for disruption and cancellations. I've got 2 options. Check it out. This is a Corpac double lock, one of the last locks you're going to see on the Caledonian Canal before actually getting out into the sea. I was telling him where I was about to park tonight, and he said that's a bit of a silly thing to do with this wind that's due to come in. So I'm like, oh, he's local, so do I do that? Because it's like right on a beachfront and the wind's coming in off the sea, and the wind's already starting to pick up quite bad. I think we'll go down this path today, shall we? You're going to hear the wind as soon as we get down here. If I want to go to SKYE, if I still want to go to SKYE, I can aim for the ferry, see what happens, hopefully it's on, and you watch me get seasick, which will be fun. Or, oh yes, I've just seen the view. Or number 2, I could drive to SKYE from where I am right now. If I have to go to Mallaig, and the ferry gets cancelled, then I have to drive back to Fort William to drive back round to go on to SKYE. Again, if I want to go on SKYE. Still, I don't know what to do. Let me show you this view. Boom! Look at that. The old boat of coal directly underneath Ben Nevis. Can you see how windy it is? And that's not even the start of what's coming. It's going to go way more than that. I could just sack off the plans of going to the Outer Hebrides. I've nearly lost the gate then. And go and do northwest Scotland. I've done that before. I haven't even driven this road down to Mallaig. Well, I haven't driven it after Glen Ogle. So I really want to do that. So I'll just take the risk to see what happens. Worst case scenario, I get stuck on Harris and Lewis for a few days. There's worse things to be worried about, isn't there? Simple lunch, chicken Caesar salad with one of these high protein pudding things. Right, dinner's done. Iron brew ready. God, my eyes are really bad. Then we've just looked through the weather. We've looked at the updates. The updates are not saying cancelled. They're saying it's possible of cancellations and disruptions at short notice. I've checked the weather and it's supposed to get really bad, 40 or 50 mile an hour from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock tonight. It's 4 o'clock now, so I can get down there within the hour. Hopefully I can get a nice little spot. It is a bit of a secluded bay looking on Google Maps, but I've never been there before. So I'm just going to beeline it, grow a pair, get down there, see what it's all about. Toodaloo, Ben Nevis. One day I'll climb you again, because that was a nice hike. What an absolutely stunning bit of road this is. Look at that. Oh yeah, we're still behind a motorhome. I really hope he's not going to take like the last spot going to where we're going. I mean, where we're going, you can fit a fair few vans, but let's just hope he doesn't take the last spot. If you're a van lifer, you know what I mean. The scenery doesn't get any better, does it? We're right by a loch, right in the middle of the mountains. We've got another 20 mile left on this road. Tell you what, the higher we get, the more we're battling with the wind. It might have actually come in a bit earlier. The trees are blowing all over the place, leaves are flying off everywhere. And something tells me it's going to be quite a weird night. I don't know why I sang that. I'm quite concerned about whether or not the solar panel is going to last on the roof. I saw Jake Journeymake's video where his flew off in 70 mile an hour gusts. That's what we've got tonight, and his was fastened on a lot more securely than what mine is. Hey, how cool does that look? Maybe that's why it was so blowy here, but I think that's the actual like sea, like the open sea, just between a couple of the locks and stuff. You know what I mean, don't you? Like the locks that go out to sea, I think that's where they actually enter the sea. It proper does look really nice out there with all the little islands out there. I bet the wildlife out there is absolutely insane. And I hope this wind dies off before Saturday, because I've got a whale watching boat trip, and there's orcas out there. They're spotting orcas every day at the minute. Lifelong dream. Let's see if we'll check it. Quite nervous about that too, because I booked it, saw the videos that the orcas were there. I'd be around that area, or I could make myself around that area. And then I saw pictures of the boat, and it's like a 10-man rubber dinghy. It's gonna be fun. This is a beautiful road. You got the sea over there, and it just big, long, sweeping, smooth roads going right through the mountains. It's been quite a nice drive because I've been sort of surrounded by mountains or trees. I've been sheltered, so I'm just hoping this bay we're going to is sheltered. If I'm not mistaken, in the distance, that is the Isle of Skye. Oh my God, that is beautiful. Full on white sandy beaches. Look at that. I'm not a beach person, but that's one of the reasons why we want to go to Lewis and Harris on the Outer Hebrides, to get things like that. What do we think of this for a park up? I mean, literally straight out onto the beach. Don't know if I'm going to stay here, but it's a bit sketchy. But it works. I'll show you how windy it is. I mean, I've been in worse. I've been in a lot worse. But that'll do me, donkey. Come for a little walk on the beach. The van. It's a bit windy. And just around this cove, the tide's gone out a little bit. And you can walk over to that island. And it looks like there's a path over there. So I'm going to have a little adventure. It's insane. You'd think it was like Caribbean or something, wouldn't you? I've not been to the Caribbean, so I don't know that like properly. But you know what I mean. It's absolutely stunning. And although it looks quite barren, you look deeper than the surface, and it's amazing. There's so much life. All the shells, tons and thousands of snail shells, and we're going to that path just over there. If we can get there. How do we cross this little river? We go down here, it's a bit skinnier, and oh, yep. I made that look like it was like massive. Gotta get a picture of the van all the way over there while I'm on the island. But I just found this tiny little secluded beach right around the corner. The water looks so clear. I kind of really hope these ferries don't get cancelled. One, because I want to go there. Two, because I've never been on a car ferry with my van. And number three, if the water's that clear, you never know, I might see some wildlife. That'd be awesome, won't it? It goes from rocky to just there, sandy. We should name this island. The wind is definitely picking up though. I mean, it's not level. It's a beautiful view. It's really, really quiet. But that's the Max van. Whew. We'll see how it goes. Tune in next time to see whether the ferry gets cancelled or not. If you're new around here, please subscribe. Peace out.